for today. It's Human Rights Day. Just tell us a bit about the significance of human rights and sport and what it means.
Well, thank you so much. I've got a saying that I believe in, that a kid in sport is a kid out of court. You've got many, many young people that are in conflict with the law because they had idle hands. They had nothing to do. When we say we want to fix school sport, you have to start with places where facilities. You can't fix school sport without facilities. We will be lying to the community. What you see here today is what you're going to see throughout South Africa. We are going to fix all our facilities. Before we build new stadiums, before we build new swimming pools, our children needs to have good facilities where they can train, where they can play. And that's the significance. It's their right to have proper facilities. Because when they get to university, they compete against children that come from top paying schools. And then they have a disadvantage. So for me, that's also a human right. Human right is not only physical rights. There's a lot of different rights falling under human rights. The right to have good health care, the right to have good sporting facilities. That's also a basic human right for our children. And with me as the minister, I'm going to concentrate on the areas that were neglected before. This is not our last time here. This is our beginning. We are going to have tennis courts. We are going to have all this type of stuff in all our schools going forward.
Tell us a bit about the relationship with the Sports Trust as your implementation partner.
Let me tell you, when I came in DSEC as the minister, I did now what we call doge. I go through to say, what are you paying this for? What are you doing? With the Sports Trust, I was the most impressed, and I'm saying it, with all the departments and all the implementing agents. The Sports Trust for me impressed me the most because things are happening fast. Things are happening very, very fast. And things are happening proper through the right channels. And I'm very impressed with the Sports Trust. And
we are here today because it is Human Rights Day and because the human rights of the residents here are being violated by the fact that they don't have a primary human right, which is access to clean drinking water. Now, you mentioned Hurst Hill, and we understand that the Hurst Hill Reservoir has not been maintained by the Johannesburg City Council for many years. It has cracks in it, it can't be filled, and that is the reason that the people living in these communities don't have water. Now, this is a violation of their rights, and in fact, if the city of Johannesburg, instead of running all kinds of corrupt and lavish schemes, had just invested in basic maintenance, this would not have happened. And that is what happens when people have a government that really doesn't care about them and just cares about enriching cadres. And we are saying to all the people living here, in DA-run municipalities, this doesn't happen because we always invest in maintenance and make sure that the reservoirs are fixed and that the water supply is working. Here we have a situation where Johannesburg has had record rainfall, but people don't have water because the rainwater is not captured by the city council in the reservoirs, and then it doesn't get to the people in a clean and drinkable way. And it's tragic when I've been to all these flats, I see they filled their bathtubs with water that they've collected outside when it rains, so that they have water to flush their toilets. But they battle to get water to put, for example, in a kettle to have a cup of tea. No one in 2025 should be living like this, especially in the economic hub of South Africa, which is Johannesburg. And here you should be the richest municipality in the country. They're bankrupt now because of all the misspent money and the corruption. And instead of having huge resources to invest in maintenance and infrastructure, you have this situation with fundamental violation of human rights 30 years into our democracy.